My name is Austin Carr. I'm a writer for Fast Company magazine. I'm here today with Jared Leto and Jonah Peretti.
I just don't think that advertising can save the world or support every single content creator or artist or comedian or website. I mean, how much advertising can there be on the planet? So making an arrangement or an agreement directly with people, if you create something valuable, I believe that people are willing to support that.
Does that mean BuzzFeed's gonna, start making that relationship subscriptions with viewers at some point?
I have built companies that have big reach and that are advertising supported. BuzzFeed is 40 million unique visitors, and all our revenue comes from advertising, although I agree that most advertising sucks.
I have a startup called Vert, and it's what we do is we give artists the ability to create live experiences and then share them with the world without advertising, without sponsorship. Now, that's never going to be the biggest, broadest audience, but it'll be a very, very committed and engaged one. So to me, I'd rather have 10 followers that actually give a shit than a million who don't. What do you think about the New York Times and the subscription model and all of that?
I think that for the New York Times' brand, I think that there's probably some value that they can get from a subscription model. I think that there is a conflict which is tough for papers like the New York Times to deal with, which is they're used to being the paper of record and having something that everyone can see, and of having a paywall that makes money are somewhat at odds. My pure news instincts, like when we break a scoop, if it was behind a paywall, I would hate that. Michael Hastings, he did a story on these hospitals in Afghanistan that where there were just terrible conditions, and that story had actually been done by the Wall Street Journal 6 months before. But his story went everywhere, and the Wall Street Journal story was behind a paywall. And the Wall Street Journal reporter was like, I already broke this story. Why is everyone talking about Michael Hastings' version of it?
Yeah.
But his version was on the open web and could be shared, and the Wall Street Journal one wasn't. And so I think when there's certain types of information that are important to democracy and that should be seen as far and wide as possible, and there's certain types of entertainment that are fun and lighthearted that should be easy to share among your Facebook friends and open and not subscription-based. And that people usually are too ideological and say subscription is the solution, or social is, or search is, or whatever it is. And I think each platform has its own inherent logic to it, and you have to be true to the platform. And subscription is going to lead to higher quality content, smaller audiences, easier monetization, and that's good for for certain types of content.